Hello, guys. So this is going to be short and sweet. We are getting ready to do next week. Chapter 6 is Deviance and Crime. It is also fall break. So I tried to make it so that we didn't have anything due this week. If you will look at Canvas though, you will notice that I put our research paper up there. It will be due the 24th. Yeah, that's a Monday. So it's a little bit different. I pushed it back a little bit. So next week we are doing Deviance and Crime. I'm getting ready to put the PowerPoint on, but you won't have anything due next week. The following week will be our second exam. So you will need to make sure we won't have a quiz due or anything, but we will be doing exams that you will be able to take online. That will be over module 2, which is 4 through 6. And then that following week on Monday, the 24th, like I said, that's when your paper will be due. So this is plenty of time to do the paper. Just don't wait until the last minute. So we're going to do it over chapter 6, which is Deviance and Crime. For this paper, I want you guys to discuss the major differences between the juvenile court system and the adult court system. What are the differences? Should juveniles be tried as adults? I want you guys to look at some of those different situations. If they should be tried as adults, why? And are they capable of understanding the ramifications of some of their actions? And as I don't know if any of you guys have taken a psychology class, you will know, or maybe you've heard, that our brains are not fully developed. Some people, sooner rather than later, but by the age of 25, you're still, changing and growing. And when you are a teenager, you do a lot from your id, that little monster inside of you that doesn't always reason out why we should do things or why we shouldn't do things. And that's not an excuse as to why they do different, they commit different crimes, but that's something that should be a factor in some of these decisions. So the paper is a minimum of 3 pages. You will get counted off if it's not 3 pages. We're going to do an APA style, double spaced. If you don't know what APA style is, it's just we have MLA, Chicago. I do APA, which is what we did in psychology and social work. It's double spaced, 12 point. You're required 2 peer review journals. I made sure that in Canvas, I put in the username and password for EBSCO because this is where you're going to get your information. 2 peer review journals. The paper also has a cover page that's going to be part of the APA part of it. So on the cover page, you're going to have the title of your paper. You will have your name. You will have the name of our class. And then on the last page will be the references or works cited page. So you will have your 2 peer review journals. I'm going to say that's what I require. My advice to you is I always found it's better to have a few more journal articles or a few more resources. So you could get online and find something that you really like that just, an article or something, but it has to be peer reviewed. So if you want to use something else that you go online and you say, type in juvenile justice system or whatever, and you find an article that you really, really like, you can use that as a reference. Definitely. It's just not counted as one of your 2. I'm going to say the more references you have, the more material you have for your paper. And sometimes it's just easier to have more than, not to use very many. The references or the works cited page, they need to be in APA format. It might look a little bit different than some of the other ones. The first page, the first line, you'll have your first line, and then the next of that is indented. It's called a hanging paragraph. Most places, if you go onto Google Docs or there's big bibliography sites, you can just put it in and it will make the reference for you, the citation for you. You don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to, figure out what's italicized and I need to do the title this way or I need to do this. Put your resource. Usually, if you go into the peer reviewed things, they'll have a button that you could push cite. CITE, and then you can click that. You can usually copy and paste and put it on there. So in total, if you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing, you could do more pages if you want to. 3 is required. So you'll have a cover page, 1, 3 pages of information about the juvenile justice system, deviance and crime. And then you have your works cited page. So you should have 5 pages total. This paper is going to be worth a total of 100 points. So what do you get counted off for? You get counted off for, I'll be grading on your content, your use of your resources, the number of correct resources. You need to make sure that you at least have your 2, grammar and spelling. I'm picky about that, and I have not been real strict on some of the stuff that we've done. We just haven't had that situation yet. I'm going to be a little bit more picky about that because you are college level students and you should be able to click on the grammar and spelling button and get your spelling corrected. Even if you are you're horrible at spelling, you click the button, you get your spelling fixed. Also, you have like a little over 2 weeks to do this. You need to make sure that you do the correct length of paper. And this is a huge portion of your grade. This is a very large piece of your grade in module 2. So don't wait till the last minute and hand in a page and a fourth and then no references. You will get counted off. I feel like I'm not going to be doing you any favors if I overlook this type of writing, if it's not up to a sociology level classroom research paper, you'll get counted off. If I don't, you'll think it's okay, and you may go on to another class and get graded more harshly than I do. So I also, like I said, I put the EBSCO down at the bottom and the password down at the bottom. You guys should remember how to do that. If not, you go to the library site, you're going to be able to find it. Other than that, I think that is it. So next week, no work on your research paper. The following week, study for your exam. I will make sure that we get a study page out. And that exam will be open from Wednesday until Friday, just like the last one was. And then your paper will be due that following Monday. All of this is on Canvas. I will not accept late papers. I've bent over backwards on a lot of different situations, and I totally understand if you have life going on, but you have over 2 weeks to get this done. You could literally do this in the weekend if you wanted to and be done with it, but I want you to take your time on it. Make sure you have time on it. Don't wait to the last minute. Yeah, I think that is it for this week. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, let me know. Send me an email. I don't always answer them immediately on the weekends, but I definitely will during the week. So if you have any questions, let me know. Bye, guys.